So Glen Arden Guest House Hotel, that's where we stayed last night, and Kim and I were just in pain so much that we just straight to bed, straight to sleep, ibuprofen in, and completely unconscious until this morning. Breakfast was fine. We've had the same breakfast every day, so it's been a full Scottish breakfast. But the lovely thing about today is we've woken up, there's not a breath of wind anywhere, the sun, as you can see, is beating down, and the birds are tweeting, the sky is blue, and it just looks absolutely lovely just now. So today is meant to be an 18 miler. Yesterday was meant to be a 21 miler, but it's actually 25. Today's 18, so we're expecting probably to be about 20. And it's meant to be a lot easier today, anyway. So the first part of today's journey, is this day 3 or day 4? This is day 4, where Kim and I just survived yesterday. It's actually going back a whole mile of the last trek that we did yesterday. So yesterday, the West Highland Way said go off to the left, but Crianlarich was off to the right, so we had to go down, all the way down some of that hill, down into Crianlarich for our hotel and lovely dinner. And anyway, so we're going back up into the Forestry Commission, where it's access to West Highland Way. It's saying it's half a mile. Don't believe that at all. It's easily a mile, uphill through trees. So it's like that's another 2 miles added on to the total distance of the West Highland Way. Okay, so this is us back to the point where we veered off the track yesterday, and that's us done 1 mile in total from our hotel. So that's 2 miles extra that we did. So Tyndrum or Tyndrum, Crianlarich, that's the way we were meant to go yesterday, and you didn't really see any of the footage of that path that we came along, because at that time it was just wind and rain and getting dark and miserable. Kim was getting actually a little bit worried because we'd been walking for so long we didn't even know if we were actually going to make it. But once we got here, it was cool. It's like only 1 more mile until we get down into Crianlarich. But that was a 6 miles from kind of the last bit of real life Asian, and it was horrific, absolutely horrible. But today, it was great. So we're totally energized again, aren't we, Kim? Yeah. See, Kim even has a smile there. Totally energized, and I think we're just going to enjoy this walk more than just having to batter the miles like we did yesterday. But yeah, we kind of think we're going at around about 2 miles an hour, 2.5 miles an hour for the whole trip, which is this pace. And we're not quite as sore as we thought we would be. Like, it really is a case of a good night's sleep, really, and a cold bath, and ibuprofen, and 3 pints of beer really makes you superhuman for the next day to just get up and go. But the other thing is to really make sure you go to the loo before you leave your hotel. I'm now about 3 kilograms lighter, and I have no worries. So, yeah, if you aren't regular, then I'd say get some ibuprofen. Not ibuprofen. What do you call it? Imodium or something like that. So yeah, so this is all new territory. I have no idea what this is going to be like at all. But again, the views are pretty cool. Looks like a painting. Especially behind Kim, like behind you, Kim, that's cool. Oh, I wish I could paint. I'd paint those. So far that's an hour and a half and 3.5 miles that we've done through this kind of forest, and there's just so many little rivers, little streams going through this little waterfalls. It's very, very cute, especially on a day like this. Again, the ground is fairly bumpy, but nothing like what it was yesterday. Yesterday's ground was insanely difficult, and we've also just seen some people actually working on the path. So I've seen some people like digging holes and getting water to go in the right position so there is actually a path. So people do work on the West Highland Way path. But yeah, it's very picturesque. I just wish there was more wildlife. Like more birds. I saw a heron yesterday, or was it stork, or is that the same thing? I don't know. And lots of little beetles. There's cool little blue beetles and the scary looking black ones. Just now in the forest, it's very creepy, just with all the trees creaking. There are loads of trees which have fallen over, so you're always kind of looking at them every time there's a breeze. You're like, oh, is this going to fall over on top of me? But just now we're just following this little path down beside the path, or this little puddle beside the path. Again, I think this would be a great place to come in summer and just go, you know, if you're a kid, going up and down the water bits and looking for bugs in the water or jumping into the water. There's definitely puddles where you can jump in. I'm trying to see, I think that might be one coming up pretty soon. But yeah, lovely. This looks kind of potentially cool, coming down here underneath a railway bridge. Ooh. Shall we have a little coffee break, Kimbo? I think we should. Coffee break, Kimbo. Okay, so far 8 miles in, so not quite halfway. 3.5 hours of walking Kim and I have done. I think we've just passed Tyndrum, or Tyndrum. Didn't really notice it. It's kind of a village which not quite on the West Highland Way, just off it. So we've just stopped beside this cute little river and gonna have a little bit of lunch. Oh, really taking it easy today after yesterday just killing us so bad. And there's blue sky and there's sunshine about to hit me in a minute. See that? That's the sun. But yeah, Kim is actually going to get her feet in the water because her walking boots are just a bit too hot. And go for it, Kim. Let's hear you scream. Lovely. I might actually do the same as well. Just don't want to get wet feet though. That's the thing. Water here looks super clean and super lovely, and the views as well of the mountains. Just looks cool. Cute little river. Okay, time for lunch. Bye bye. There's a very famous bridge in Harry Potter, a railway bridge, which you see at the start of the first Harry Potter, the second Harry Potter, some of them, and it's not that one over there. But either way, it kind of looks like that, and I think it's this kind of area. But still, just amazing landscape around here. Blue skies, green hills, trains, rivers. And that's a serious hill over to the side there. But let's see if we can see the little train going over the bridge over there. Let's look at Kim's bum. Let's zoom in on Kim's bum. Again, very, very picturesque around here. Getting up a good bit of speed as well. Being fairly flat and slightly downhill, so we're just really trying to get in the miles just now. 15 miles in, we're at the bridge of Orchy, O-R-C-H-Y I think, which I think, we've just passed the bridge of Orchy Hotel. I think the bridge is this. Kim's suffering. Kim's practicing some yoga just now. Good yoga moves. Hills look awesome. I feel fresh, I feel great. This feels so good. I could jog the rest of this. Kim, do you want to jog the rest? Clearly I'm lying and both Kim and I are absolutely crippled. But I have to sound good and happy for the blog. Yay! But yeah, nice bridge. Let's just get to the place that we're going. It's another 3 miles that we're going, which will probably be 4 miles by walking. Whew. Now this is coming, wow, this is coming up to an awesome view. So today, Kim and I supposedly walked 16 miles or so, feels like a lot more. We've had the sun there. We've come up to this little cairn, very good. See these funny little stones that somehow just survive all the wind. But the main thing here just now is wow, this view. Looking over to the mountains behind me over there, it's like, they are some serious hills. I think that's where the path goes tomorrow. Over there, that's kind of where the road goes along. You can see, maybe you can see some cars over there. But wow, some mountain bikers on this path here. I think the hotel that we're staying at, maybe that, or maybe that. No idea. But oh, that looks cool. I seem to have lost Kim now. Kim! Ooh, okay, that's us coming to the end of day 4. Walked about, the guidebook says 16 miles. My stepometer thing has said we've actually done 18 miles. Considering all the ups and downs, and saying it's about 37,000 steps. And it's a beautiful one to end on, or it's a beautiful end of the run for this. Like that view there with the sun hitting there, the evening sun setting down. It's just turning 5 o'clock, everyone's probably just leaving work just now. And just those mountains over there really are spooky and cool and very poetic in some way. So I would say feeling pretty much still tired from yesterday. Nothing's really sore apart from my big toe feels burning hot while walking over this kind of ground just now. Kim's blisters are terrible, her feet are sore, her boots are not helping her, even though she's like racing off ahead in the distance. In fact, that's her almost just disappeared. I would say these poles have been an absolute godsend. Trying to do this walk without walking sticks or walking poles or whatever would be very, very difficult and would just kill your lower back. So these have really helped my lower back. I've pretty much used them all day today. And yeah, tomorrow we've got a thing called the Devil's Staircase. So quite interested to see how much of a staircase and how devilish this Devil's Staircase actually is. But yeah, looks like this is us coming up to our hotel for the night. Fingers crossed. There's Kim. Hi Kim. Bingo here. Inveroran Hotel. There's a bar over that way. Oh, that was good. Whew, okay, let's check. We have shower, toilet, no bath. Darn. Baths are good. However, we do seem to have a double bed, a single bed, and another single bed. So if Kim and I have a big falling out, we can sleep in lots of separate beds tonight. The view, ooh, we've got a lovely view, Kim. Have you seen the view? The view outside looks very nice. And Kim now does her most favourite thing in the world, is make her list for dinner tonight and breakfast in the morning. The staff here seem to be very friendly, and all the meals are cooked from fresh, so that's going to be good. But yeah, just want to get in a cold bath, not a shower. Ibuprofen, that's what we'll do.